Hello everybody, I know this is not the type of Pokemon you were expecting, but it's still been a bit of a challenge to actually adapt to the weather currently. I know this might date the video, but I do have some stuff to show off here. This is a work in progress that may or may not take off at some point. This is what I made, and this is what Jamer made. That's why I called it this. It's a grass deck, which is explains the namesake. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's show this off a little. So for this deck, my whole idea was to kind of set up this card here. Since Merciless Blaze would do 120 for 2 Dark Energy. On top of that, the Sorry, outside noises, really can't help it. But, on top of that, the Moon Cleaver might, really help. I'm mostly doing it for the Merciless Blaze part, right? I think, manipulating damage counters on enemies is a fun thing to do. And we do have a couple of things for that. This is actually a little bit of a budget one, too, because I didn't have enough, of this at the time to craft everything I wanted. To help with this endeavor, we have Absol, the Swirling Disaster version, with Claw Rend as well to help out, easily turning Claw Rend into a 50 attack power move to 120, and with its own 100 health, it's not that hard to withstand to some stuff. I wish I had a resistance, but you know. Next up, we have Mischief and my Boss Tiff. These were taking the place of my my boss's orders. Just because we can use this power as many times as we want, right? But basically, it's to kind of help when if they try to retreat stuff. Jirachi's here just to kind of potentially scum them out as well as draw. Drompa's here to help search out everyone, along with Bombardier. I would honestly drop the Bombardier and put in 2 more Drampas. But at the time of creating it, you know. And don't get me wrong, Spiral Rush seems like it could be fun, but I also just like Drampa. I really do love his design as a Pokemon. I wish I could use it on the team or something, but to kind of help with this little goal of mine, we have Ultra Balls, of course, to help search things out. We have Switch Cards to help get out who we need to and heal up a little bit. Avery's to help a bit. It's kind of counterproductive when you think about Absol, but Avery can very easily be oh, you have something that you're keeping in the back that can't be damaged, or can avoid being damaged. Well, let's hope that you pick it. 2 energy retrievals because of, Hisuian Samurott V, who, you know, Shadow Slash. Nice and powerful, but of course, you know, removing the 1. We have trekking shoes just to... Again, this was made very budget. At the time, we thought we had something, and when I started crafting, I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. But then I very quickly discovered I did not have enough of this, because I wanted to make the cool stuff. We have 2 youngsters, we have 2 super rods, because we're going to be potentially throwing away a lot. 3 ladies, just due to the fact that we really don't have another way to search out energies. 3 nest ball, 2 aromas, because we have 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12. We have 12 basics and 6 evolved. So capturing aroma works for either or. And of course we also have 2 bosses orders so we can direct what was being put in instead of just barking at them constantly. For energies, it's just 15 dark energies and 2 turbo energy, because turbo energy can go for Jirachi, you know, and it's just a quick pop. If I were to use Spiral Rush, Drampa can use it as well, and as long as I get an X amount of heads, you know, sure, the first one won't count, but the second or third, you know, I think that's how it works. I would have to check it out. Yeah, only 20 less, so. But this is the deck that I concocted and created up with. For Pokemon, if I can very briefly explain, I like doing a lot of like manipulating the board type deals. Making you switch out your Pokemon, making you discard energy from your Pokemon, damaging all of them at once. It's something I was like, yeah, I could probably get this working. If I were to go for a mixed set, moment. I would be putting in Lunala and some rare candies, Absol, stuff like that. Reshiram was also an idea, since Reshiram could put on. Well, the specific one I'm thinking of is. I got it right. But. Scorching Wind. Keep in mind, if you do double colorless, this does no damage and is useless. But yeah, the idea was Reshiram, Lunala, and just kind of pepper everything. Obviously, there are cards that would stop that. The Barrel, Manaphy is a big stopping point. So it's very easy to see that this archetype can be very easily countered too. A couple of other Pokemon I had in mind for it though were things like Hisuian Typhlosion, Miss Magius, stuff like that. It's a whole kind of idea I had in mind. And this is some kind of like a more focused version of it. Absol's mostly here for setup. And actually, I should have put in the Beach Resort. Just so that way my own Pokemon can retreat. Drampa would still need 2. Bombardier wouldn't need any. Absol wouldn't need any. Boss Tiff would need a lot especially if you got switched in. Funny enough, Hisuian Samurott will only need 1. Jirachi wouldn't need any. So it's not a bad idea to help switch them in and out like that. In fact, I'd almost argue that instead of these, yeah. Even though it helps out my opponent, the whole idea is just we're gonna, oh, oopsie. We're gonna be damaging all of them anyway, so it's not that bad. And switching out Absol or Jirachi, especially Jirachi. Oh, switching in Jirachi could be fun. But yeah, doing that for free. No real way to search them out, which is kind of fine. We do have a decent amount of draw with Youngster, Avery and such. In fact, I could almost make a call for dropping the Super Rod to put back. Actually, almost I almost consider dropping the energy retrieval for. Do I want to give up my searches, or do I want to? The switch cart, right? Like technically, the beach can do that job a little better, but the switch cart would, save the day in case my boss Tiff was dragged to the front. We'll keep it as is. If I were to get rid of anything, it'd probably be the two bosses' orders for Professor for a hand reset, and actually, I think I just talked myself into it. Professor, there we go. Actually, that worked pretty nicely with Super Rod. Alright, so which version am I using? Well, of course. Don't you judge me. Yeah, we have the abundance of dark energy, namely for Hisuian Samurott. as well as if we have to, Bombardier. Again, if I could, I would just... You know what? Maybe I put my money where my mouth is. There you go. So now it's a little bit safer. Now if I get a Drampa in hand, not... Again, Drampa being able to search out stuff also can help a lot. So maybe I do drop the Ultra Ball? No, not the Ultra Balls. I'll have to drop the Nest Balls. Or the... You know what? I can drop a Nest Ball. No. Keep the Nest Ball. I have a lot of ways to search out things, I think. Well, draw power. Kind of draw power. We'll see how well the deck works like this. Again, the ability to search out the evolutions now becomes more valuable here. Well, let me do this. Okay. We have 9 HP or less. Most of mine are above that. Top 7. I'm not willing to really gamble. Yeah, it is mostly the Ultra Balls that, There we go. We have the 2 Super Rods and... oh, yeah. So silly. Alright, well, since I haven't really... I was taking most of the time to explain and help fix the deck. Don't really have time for much. Let's go look at the Battle Pass, because that's probably what you're going to see in the next one. $50 tiers, and I'm almost halfway there. Hundreds of my opponent's Pokemon is fine. Energy. I could use the water deck for that one, I believe. Yeah, this one. What do you think I can do to better up this deck's chances? One and one, huh? Those level balls can get out 7 of my Pokemon. But Nest Ball is a little bit better there. I think you can drop a Professor's Research to get another Jock. Oh, you know who would be good here? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no, she's perfect. Honestly, drop, add, and add. Yeah, I think this feels a little better now to me. I know I'm relying entirely on rare candies, but with 4 of and 4 of, I do have a decent chance of finding them. Especially because she finds a water Pokemon. Another Candace wouldn't be bad either here. Yeah, I kind of like how this fits a little better. I'll have the Jet Energies too, because that's the Scum Clutch. Okay, well, there we go. Fix up 2 decks now. Mind you, this is the one that they do just give you, so having a second Shenpao to look out. The one of Manaphy is kind of fine. Can't really ask for much more. Okay. Anyway. With that, I'm going to just kind of say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you for doing. So that's all I just want to say. Laters.